So what we're looking at here is a brand new Specialized Epic 2018 model race frame. This is a pro bike check for Australian racer Sam Gaze. So for 2018 the frame's been redesigned, full carbon, super lightweight. It's 520 grams lighter than last year's equivalent. That's the frame and shock combination. Up front you've got 69.5 degree head angle, so slightly slacker and a bit more in line with where they're going with the trail frames. For 2018, the Brain system is now located down by the rear wheel axle here. This inertia valve is now more reactive to bumps in this position, and it's also got a skid plate on the bottom here just to protect itself. Note that the hose routing from the Brain unit travels straight up on the underside of the seat stay here. It's a bit more of a direct route from the last year's model. And it goes straight into the yoke, and the hose doesn't run through the yoke, the fluid actually runs into this itself, straight into the shock. Also a nice thing to see is the fact it's got ceramic speed bearings throughout. Note that the chainstays on the 2018 model here are a lot more slender than the 2017 model, and also you might notice that there's no FSR pivot on this. On last year's one, they discovered that the pivot actually only rotated about 3 degrees, and it kind of wasn't enough to warrant using it in this design. So what they've done now with the slender chainstays is actually increase the flex to compensate for that. Up front on Sam's bike, he's running a 140mm stem, negative rise to keep the front end nice and low. The bars are 720mm wide, carbon, and he's running grips that aren't lock-on. A lot of the cross-country guys like this, keeps the grip a bit more comfortable for the hands. And the brakes front and rear on this are the Magura MT8 Racelines, running 160mm rotors, and of course they've got the nice fluoro yellow calipers. Up front on Sam's bike, he's running a Rockshox Sid, 100mm travel, and it's got 42mm offset. This is a boost space fork, just like the back end on this, also boost. Seatpost is the Specialized S-Works carbon unit. Sam doesn't feel the need to use a dropper post like some of the other racers. He's quite comfortable with a seat post at full extension. Saddle is the carbon railed Specialized Phenom. Keeping the bike rolling along nice and fast here are the Specialized Roval Control SL wheels. Of course they're carbon rims and they're 25mm external width, set up tubeless, and on Sam's particular bike he's got the Specialized Fast Track tyres. Nice low profile design with a gription compound. As you can see on Sam's personal bike here, he's got the Sram Eagle 1x12 system. Crank itself is the Rotor Rex 1. This is a power meter unit, and the battery actually goes straight through the spindle, which you can see from the non-drive side. And there's a pair of Look tie axle clipless pedals, which are his personal choice. And out back, of course, you've got the monstrous Sram Eagle cassette with a 500% gear range. That's 10 at the bottom and a 50 at the top. Climb up anything with this. So one of the unique things with the Sram Eagle derailleur here is the fact it's got an enormous 14-tooth lower jockey wheel. Upper is 12 as standard. Overall weight for this absolute weapon of a race bike is 10.7 kilograms, or about 22.1 pounds. If you click on the round globe here, subscribe on that for more great videos every day. If you click down here for an Annie Last Pro Bike Check, if you click down here we've got Simon Andreasen Pro Bike Check. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up if you like the bike.